Hello everyone, and welcome to another sketchbook tour. It is actually the first sketchbook tour that I've done this year, and I know that last year I made a promise I'm going to get 12 sketchbooks done, and I am trying. I've got one. We're at the end of March, so I'm 2 behind, but I do have a couple sketchbooks going. One that's a training sketchbook, and one that is another Ninja Empire sketchbook. So I'm trying. I got a bunch of different sketchbooks going, and the whole plan is to try and finish them by the end of the year. So here is the very first. I'm not going to call it, I guess it's January's because it's the very first one. So I've been slacking on this one. I've put it away and taken it back out, and it was really a problem, right? So I've beaten this one up so much that it is completely shattered. Like, I had to tape it, right? I had to tape it. All the pages are out, right? So sketchbook has seen better days, but nonetheless it's done, and we're gonna go ahead and knock this one out and go through this one. Starting off, trying to do interesting weapon designs so that my weapons, at least something extra sticks out from these ninjas, because many people have done ninjas and powers and stuff like that, but if I could have some interesting weapons, then I think that would be good. Don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, just some scribbles for one of the Patreon characters. So if you don't know, I have a Patreon page, and it is for Ninja Empire, which is a mock 2D fighter that I'm making. And if you go to one of the higher enough tiers, you get put into a raffle and you get a character made in the Ninja Empire style, whether it is an original character you want me to redraw or just some concept you want to make. And this character was based on a boar. They were like, I want to see a ninja as a boar or a wolf, and so I gave him a boar. Once again, trying to do some interesting ninja designs. I was thinking about darts, not darts, but throwing knives, different throwing knives that would be cool, different shapes. I love this the curved idea of the knife. I think that's really cool, so I'll probably be using that with something. Some bad scribbles. Another concept for a Patreon character. This one was based off of based off of Ghost Rider. So it was draw Ghost Rider as a ninja, and what I tried to do there was try to really make it so that it wasn't just me giving Ghost Rider a sword, but what would he look like if he was in the Ninja Empire. Writing down notes for what the families are, breaking them down so that I can actually know what in the world I'm trying to make, which is great. So I've actually been starting with the top 12 ninjas. Trying to do a cyborg ninja, thinking, what could I do for a cyborg ninja? Gotta have a monk. In my work, you'll see a lot of this triple circles, or things that are divisible by 3. There's a reason behind it. If you're actually interested, let me know and I'll tell you about it. I like this idea. I saw this from Fist of the North Star, where he had finger holes poked through him, but with this one, instead of just being torture, it's actually for every chamber that they've mastered. So the more you have, the more of a threat you are. Trying to look at tattoo designs for the main character, or for the main antagonist. These are weapon designs. Okay, so these are gauntlets that shoot out one of those throwing knives that's attached to an energy rope, and this is for a character that I'm developing right now in DesignWorks, and it's literally for one of the 12. It's just we're building this character up from start to finish, and you get to see my design process. And it went all over the place. A little sci-fi to a cannon to armor, and then this is what I settled on, and it's got 4 eyes, so it's got 8 eyes for both arms, representing a spider, and that's what this character is based off of, the spider. Gauntlets for another character that I made, one of the 12, just recently in the speed paints. This is for Top. Sunny Top Powers, and what I was doing here was trying to represent the first sergeant or insignia in the army, because that character represents my dad. So for a long time he was a first sergeant, so I wanted to make sure that I represented that with my character. Random character that I really think is interesting. I plan on coming back to him someday to make him these weapons. I think it would be fun. Got a couple characters like that in some sketchbooks. Like this character really interests me. Just some really big, beefy guy with a real. I really want to get a big sword type of guy going on. So I think he might be something. He might become an outsider. You know, he might be an outsider. More ninja concepts. A symbol that I'm hoping to use within the Ninja Empire. And then trying to get better at my poses, so did a lot of thumbnail sketches and stuff, and I would love to be able to get all of my poses as dynamic as some of these. So I'm actually happy with how some of these really came out, and I'm going to keep doing those because, you know, if I can catch that energy in all my work, that'd be great. Design for one of the family, the number 2 family. Some of this I like, some of it I don't. Like I do enjoy the whole puffy fur thing that I think I'm going to use. This back, she's trying to represent royalty, so I want to do this. She's also based on a spider. She's based on the vampire spider, and so I want, when we pose, these things billow out, and so there's 4 of them, so 2 arms, 2 legs, and then 4 of these, and then it'll look like a spider in the silhouette. So this is the first concept. I don't think it was completely there, but at least it was starting. We got something going. I have no idea what was going on here. I just drew something. So she might be a background character, maybe. One of the assassins that don't work, but this character definitely went outside of the realm of Ninja Empire and went into fantasy, but I was just trying to draw, and I think this is what come out. I kind of like this sash, though. So that might be something that happens. Then coming up with flags for the clans. Some of them are successful, some of them are not. Here's that big beefy dude again. Also trying to think about if I can do headshots real quick in pen and charge less money at conventions. More weapon designs. These are kind of light, so I don't know if you can see that. And just concepts. Guy's neck is broken. Trying to do a banner. Like I'm working on a banner right now. So here's some thumbnails for that. More thumbnails. Kind of settled on this one. I think that one was cool. Still that idea of doing a 1 gray tone with a marker. Seeing if that'll work. Might keep playing around with that idea. New symbols. So I'm thinking about making coins to represent the 5 families. And with that being said, I get to make coins, which would be awesome, and I could get to give them out when people buy stuff. Just different coins, different ideas. Trying to work on time, because I have a time ninja. Trying to see which one would be interesting. Still working on it. Then I was supposed to be doing this design for this character that was supposed to be like a showman, and so I was going to try and base it on some of the poses that the Monkey King, that a lot of people did on the Monkey King, and I just never got around to it. Coming up with flower ideas, because like I said, I'm working on the tattoo for the main antagonist. He's got he's definitely got a full torso and arm tattoo all the way up to his neck. I don't know if I'm going to do full body, but if I do, you know, this whole tree idea with the flowers will be cool. Really stiff walking ninja. It's again just tattoos. Trying to come up with something. Scribble for ideas, because I'm going to have to start drawing characters that are not actually essential, so I can throw them into the background of some of the environments that I have to start drawing. Little knives. Trying to do something interesting. Now just scribbles. You know, something's gonna work eventually. Like I like this. I like the size of this. Right? It's thicker and it's not too long. Like I have one guy, it's long. It's like all the way up to here. So this guy would be more of a close combat, and I like that he has these little spiked hand gauntlets right down here. Right? I think that's cool. So he might become something. I do not like how this hood came out. So I have to go back to my reference. I was drawing this, I don't know, I think it was at the doctor's office or something. So I'm gonna have to relook at that. I don't mind this cowl type thing, but I gotta relook at how that actually works before I finish this character up. I do like him though. And my daughter, of course. Had to end with my daughter and some kids. So these were, I went to my kids' school for lunch, and then a bunch of kids are like, oh, can I draw? And so, as I always say, the sketchbook is not holy, it's just a book of notes. So as long as they don't draw over something that, you know, that I've already done, they are more than welcome to draw on it. So that's this one. You know, it was pretty short and sweet as far as concepts go. You know, just some really cool ideas that I'm going to be working on moving forward. Nothing really fancy as far as closer to finished work. I think that eventually I will do more of a sketchbook that has finished stuff in it so that it's more pleasing on the eyes, but that's not a sketchbook to me. That is literally a book of finished artwork. So kind of defeats the purpose. Every now and then if you throw in something that you spend more time on, I think that's fine. But for me, I love seeing sketchbooks like this, you know, where it's just ideas, failures, trials, errors, and, you know, you're just moving on. It's like something like this, right? And then going, oh, I wonder what the main character, what it looked like finished, right? So that intrigue is like, wow, I wonder what they look like finished. And then you get to go see how the concepts translated to the actual final design. So, but there you go. There's this sketchbook. Like I said, I have a couple more in the works. Hopefully we can get caught up. I'm trying really hard to catch up on that, but you know, as we move forward, we will see what happens. But I do plan on getting 12 sketchbooks done. That is the plan, that is the goal, and I'm really don't want to figure out a punishment for me having to do not finishing the 12 sketchbooks. So wish me luck, and we're gonna keep going. And as always, if you have your own sketchbook tour, please drop it in the comments so I can go check it out. Love to see people's ideas and sketches and stuff like that. So please drop that link in the comment. And if you haven't liked, please like, share, and subscribe. It'd be very helpful. We're moving on up, trying to make it to the monetization, and eventually we're gonna get there, and we'll have a nice strong community that we can move forward with. So thank you guys so very much, and I hope to see you at the next video. See you guys later. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to check out some of my other videos, click on the link on your right. Or if you're interested in a more behind the scenes and personal look at what I do on a day-to-day basis, please click on the link that leads you to the vlog. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the next video.